Friend, Stock South here, and as you know, I work for a supermarket, an Acme market in North Jersey, and enjoy it. I've been there for decades, I think now, a long time anyway. Someday I've got to sit down and just kind of figure that one out, but I think it's been many a moon, shall we say, and which is fine. It's good exercise for me. I would suggest if you're old like me, working in a supermarket actually can be a nice way to keep yourself fit and active. You want to make sure your doctor agrees and all that. Don't just trust me. I just play a doctor on the radio. Not yeah. Yeah. I'm just not necessarily the one to say, yes, you'll be fine, and then yeah, I know I don't want to do that. But I find that if you work slowly up to a good uh, a good energy level, eventually you find that you're feeling stronger. You're walking better, generally a little bit happier, and if you're in with a good crowd, people that are friendly that you're working with, customers that are nice, it's actually kind of uh, it just makes you a little more lighthearted. Yes, which I think's a good thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm tickled to go. It's nice when you can get some time off, and gee, I got a day off tomorrow. Come to think of it, but I wanted to show you gloves. One thing, I think these were supplied for a while by our company, and they're nice. Now these are just go right about to your wrist. I find you're better off getting slightly longer gloves, but these ain't bad. They The nice thing is that if you're working in the cold, your hands don't actually touch the with all these little knobs on these things. You see, that's all like little lumps, right? Uh, it keeps the actual cold metal or cold glass off off your skin, and you got like an air pocket, which helps. You do want to look for something like that when you're working in a supermarket. Now, another one they supply, and I use these pretty quite a bit. These go down well past my wrist, so I'm kept warm right up to my sleeve, which is nice. And if you're working in a frozen food locker that's five below zero, or a dairy cooler that I think's kept somewhere in the low 30s, high 20s, uh, these you can see again are quite lumpy, which is nice. And they again give you that added insulation, that separation from the cold things you're lifting. This is nice. I like these and I wear them quite a bit. I especially like these when I'm out getting carts because they go well past my wrist. And and then I have a long sleeve shirt on, so my lower arms, especially at my age, uh, well, at my age they could get rather chilly. These at least help. But my favorite, I'd say, are these. I don't know where I found these. I'm not sure if I bought them at a store. I may have bought these down at Walmart. I don't know. Or a place like it. And these babies, look at how long that sleeve is. Goes right to my ID bracelet. And it's got the lumps. It's got a nice dark color. And these babies, I don't know. They're these are my favorite. I do like wearing these. When I can find more of them, I usually pick them up. Usually gloves like this aren't but a couple of bucks because not everyone wants them. And so I find them pretty good. No, we don't want to put lead weights in the knuckles or anything. I mean, you might be tempted sometimes. Someone wises off, but no, no. But these, yeah, really, really swell. But again, you want to, if you're going to work in the cold, you want to get lumpy at least on the outside gloves. I think actually these other ones, these white ones I showed you, I think they're lumpy even on the inside. No, they aren't. No, they're smooth on the inside, lumpy on the outside. So they keep you insulated inside, and they keep you from touching the cold on the outside. You definitely want to look for that. And there you go. I'm just saying. It's it's nice to have gloves. I remember, gee, I had a pair. Oh, I loved them. They were gloves, sort of lumpy, and they went to about here, but then they also went up darn near to your elbow. Yeah, they were something like engineer gloves, and oh God, I loved them. They had actually they were kind of they developed between your elbow and your wrist. They developed a warm and air where you had air pockets of warmth from your hands. And those babies, when you can find them, boy, they are good, especially if you're going to be out in the cold shoveling snow, baloney like that. Boy, do they help. And they hold up tight up around your again, almost to your elbow, depending on how big you are, I guess. But yeah, gloves, not a bad idea. I don't think wearing those little plastic gloves people wear and stuff, they rip too fast. You definitely want something that separates. Like these, I take these home and I wash them, hang them, on the clothesline on a sunny day, and they're dry quick enough. And there you are. I'm just saying. Of course, we're running into the warmer weather soon, but I find these aren't bad even in the heat of the summer. I tend to wear them no matter what, and they do me just fine. I think it's that those lumps on them keeping the air either heated from your hand or cooled from just general work, especially if you're working, like say in a frozen food locker or something. But they aren't too bad even in the summer. I find they work nicely, and if you're outside, sometimes you touch stuff that's too darn hot. Pretty soon your hands are all sweaty. Better to have something that again gives you an air cushion, and it seems to help. The air seems to either keep you warm in the winter or it cools you down in the summer. So it's kind of nice to have a little flow going, shall we say. Anyway, I just thought I'd yell and holler about that for a bit. It's good to wear gloves. Nothing wrong with that. I remember for a while when I was a boiler worker, oh, we had to wear like asbestos gloves because some of the stuff we touched, woo, just a little bit warm. In a way, you weren't wearing the gloves to warm your hands. You were wearing the gloves till you didn't come home with big fat blisters all over your palm. Because boy, oh man, you touch some of that boiler metal. Yay! I remember once, I wish I had a glove for my head. I backed into a steam header. I was up on top of a boiler that was running, and we were checking something on the darn thing. And I backed up to admire my work, and all of a sudden, oh my God, I said, what is, oh! And another fella, Jackson, was up on the top of the boiler with me. He said, well, you darn fool, look at what you did. You went and backed right into a steam pipe. God, boy, I'll bet that hurts. Jeez. I said, God, Jackson, this hurts so bad. And I had a big old, by the time we were on the ride home, I had a big old blister on the back of my neck, and oh my God, it'd scare anyone. Looked like a looked like an Easter egg on the back of my neck. Oh, so yeah, gloves for cold, gloves for warm. Always have your gloves with you. I'll see you later, friends. God bless, and may you never back into a steam pipe. Okay. Oh, I hope you never do. I'll see you later. Bye now.